Blessed love and peace. Yeah, we got undefined amount of time, right, to share what we know, how we grow. That's for sure. Continuing on. At this moment, we are sharing some notes, raw notes, about this phenomenon. That might be the shutter. That's that may not be anyway. Whatever. About the internet, the internet, web, and all that. www. Uh, three parts of this joint. Extremely brief because these are like just like very nascent notes. Proper mindfulness. Straighten up. How about that? All right, here we go. Trees, yo, trees. Is that visible? Like this is a community right here. This is a village. These are elders, beyond any human elders. That done seen teams. But all right, continue on focus, concentration. Interweb. This is what we recognize as a primordial phenomenon. Just understanding it. Like, what is this internet? What is this thing that is extremely so influential on human behavior and thought today? Relationship today. What is this? So, in a primordial sense, we can recognize the internet as the entire world. And in that respect, literally, it is a living, breathing, sentient phenomenon because it is the aggregate of all peoples immediately within our face, within our hand, whatever. Living, breathing, sentient phenomena, the internet. I think it would be difficult for people to argue against that. I'm not convinced of it. Like, how can you say it's breathing and living? Because it is the composites, the aggregate. It's the totality of human being, but life, in terms of how we communicate. And additionally, I mean, these devices are inanimate, presumably, yet we are connected through this experience of sentience because we speak with kinfolk who we recognize as sentient, living, breathing beings. And the devices are facilitating that experience of relationship and connection, cooperation, economics, politics, religiosity, and otherwise. So, all right, it's in a primordial sense, sentient, living, breathing, sentient phenomena. Now, in that respect, powerful, huge. Why? Because it's the entire world. And at the moment, there are few other tangible or as tangible phenomena that provide that experience of totality, for better and for worse. Because on the plus side, the internet is the amalgamation, is the totality of, well, I won't say the totality, but it's the whole, or the confluence of the earthly, the well of earthly. I'm getting kind of caught up right now. This is very raw, like I said. The well of earthly experience, or something to that effect. By that, I'm talking about whatever we're looking for in life. We want religious knowledge. We want relationship, connection with others. We want to learn about people's and experiences and knowledge and wisdom from other lands beyond what we're immediately able to walk at this moment. Internet. The internet provides this. And so we are drawn to it. We have affection. We have allegiance. We have a sense of loyalty. We have a sense of need, attachment, and otherwise to that experience. And at the same time, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst of things. All the atrocities, all the betrayal, all the greed, hatred, delusion. I guess that's the way of describing it. All right, that's plain and simple. The internet is the epitome. How about that? The epitome of the earthly well, or the epitome of the well of earthly love. The epitome of earthly love. The epitome of earthly love and peace. When we want to know about others, we want to feel connected and be connected with others, communicate with others, learn from the religions of others. It is the earthly well of love and peace. So naturally, those who strive for it, when we're given foods from other lands, when we're given teachings and mathematics and inventions and advantages and comforts from other lands, we have a natural proclivity to be aligned to that, to have allegiance, to have loyalty, just like a child with a parent. When the parent is taking care of the child, to have that love and affection for the things that provide for us. So we have a love and affection for the lands and the peoples, the histories that are providing us with the things that give us comfort in this life. And the internet is the epitome of that well that provides us with that sense of connection. And at the same time, it is the epitome of hell, earthly hell, greed, hatred, and delusion. All the worst of humanity, all the worst of the aggregate, and additionally, the violence, the hatred, the insecurity, the fears, and everything. It's the epitome of that. So that's the first thing, to recognize the primordial nature of the internet and www. The second thing is that it is immediately right here, in our face, in our hands. We have the sense of control in our houses, in our bedrooms, in our bathrooms. For kinfolk who do that, like take the phone wherever they go. That's how close it is. It's a whisper, and that's how influential it is. Just like if you think about who do you let in your bathroom? Who do you let in your bedroom? And all the places that you take the phone and devices, pads and pods and whatever. Many kinfolk would not trust the vast majority of humanity to be in one's bedroom or one's bathroom or whatever, particularly just off rip. And yet and still kinfolk bring the devices there. And that's how close it is. That's how influential it is. That's how much of an influence it has on people's thoughts and behavior. It's so close. If you think about the people who are closest to you, most of whom most likely don't sleep in the same room as you do, aren't hearing what you're saying when you're asleep. I hear the secrets that you keep, do when you're talking in your sleep. We won't let most people just spend the night, and that's for proper reason, and yet and still the devices do. So that's how close it is, and it's very difficult to extract ourselves from that because of that attachment, the dependence, or the sense of dependence, the appearance, the illusion of dependence. So that's the second thing, how close and immediate and influential it is, subliminally, beyond what we even recognize, what we want to recognize, or otherwise. The third thing is to recognize that in this realm of the interweb, I said it again, wada, Freud all up in the place. Interweb, internet, there are people who have a huge knowledge about how it works, how it happens, how to do it, how to manipulate it, how to do the surveillance and everything else. And so when we avail ourselves to these devices, we're availing ourselves to those kinfolk who are doing that. And that has a compounded influence on the circumstances. So it's beneficial to be aware of that, because in that very sacred primordial experience of learning and being in a relationship with religion and relationship and everything else, all the religious, or I won't say all, vast many religious organizations and communities have activities online, and additionally, thoroughly. So it's entrenched, it's deep. And when that same experience where we get our existential solutions is immediately and significantly influenced and controlled, I won't say control because there's an absolute control, but when it's significantly influenced and administrated by kinfolk entities, methodologies that are greed, hatred, and delusion, that affects even our relationship and connection with the things that are providing us that support, the things that precipitate that sense of loyalty and allegiance. So it's beneficial to be mindful of that. And it's not a matter of condemning or categorically vilifying any one entity or even heroizing any one particular entity. It's a matter of just understanding the nature of it and whatever frustrations and dissatisfaction we experience within these conditions, to understand what our contribution to those circumstances are and what we can do to adjust our contribution accordingly. Plain and simple. Easy said, less easy done. But in the process, let's study and reason about it. So anyways, that's the notes. Peace and blessings. All things are praise to the Most High, Elohim, known by many names and beyond all names. Blessed love and peace of Rastafari.